So you can actually compare the journals and see which one is a better fit for you. So it's probably going to give you an option whereby you can compare the acceptance rate, the impact factor, the cost of publications, and all of that. So usually you can use this tool or when so here you definitely just go to Google and you type in or key in Wiley journal finder. So if you're able to do that on Google with the use of an internet or use of their internet, then it'll probably take you there. So you type in Wiley journal finder. So after doing that, you're gonna be open to a couple of options where you see the official Wiley Journal Finder webpage. You click on that, it will definitely take you to the official web page. So this is how the official web page looks like. So for you to look for journals, you'll be given an option to type the title of your manuscript. So for example, I work on stories, so let's say the title of my manuscript is stories, and then you key in the abstract. So when you've written your abstract and you do key in your abstract after keying in your title, it will permit you to be able to search and see the couple of options that you do have. So for example, I'm working on stories, I type that's what I've got. So these are the various options, but with the Wiley Journal Finder, it's going to give you or show you what is the impact factor of the journal and if it's open or closed. So there's a bar where you can customize into either optional, meaning open, and closed source, yes, which is just open, and no option available. So no option available, meaning as of now it doesn't have an impact factor, probably it's just a recent journal. So it's usually very important for you to check that. So for example, when I key in the story journals, this is what I find. You can see on your left the impact factors, and also it gives me the options and the level of relevance, unlike Esclavius where it gives you the percentage of relevance when you key in there. But do not worry, the Wiley Journal Finder to also have a possibility of giving you how much percentage is your manuscript best suitable for the journal you're looking for, and it will definitely give you that, which I'm definitely going to show you how that's possible, because that's a skill each researcher is supposed to have in order to minimize the time you spend on rejection of manuscripts, because submitting a manuscript and having it rejected can be pretty much demoralizing both for the researcher or an assistant researcher. So Wiley is also quite a good publisher. So they've got very good journals besides Esclavius, Springer's, Nature, and the other types of journals. So also you need to cross-check where you do work and see if Wiley journals are being accepted, either be it for promotion, for or graduation for students. So if you go back to the Wiley web page, you click on Wiley Journal Finder, it's going to take you to an area where it's going to show you the percentage of acceptance. For example, this journal shows you the minimum time that you're going to get decision from the editor. So when you submit your journal, most journals there is a time when it has to go through the editor's text first, and then if it's not suitable for the journal, it's automatically rejected. So it gives you that time. So for example, this journal, the one above there, gives you just 2 days. This other one where there is a dash there, it doesn't tell you how long it's going to take for your journal to get back. That's the first decision. I will encourage or strongly advise students, especially students who do not have time to submit their manuscripts there, because you might never, or you don't know how soon your advice is. And also within these options, you can compare. For example, here I get to compare these two journals, and you see they have different impact factors. For example, the cost of publications is pretty much different too. So for example, in my field of soils, let's say I get to compare just journal and this one with same impact factors, and then same similar days to the author's first decision. So if I see such a doing journal and I'm pretty much excited about it and I want to compare which one is best fit, I do compare them. I can see acceptance rate. The one on the right has 40, the one on the left has 20. Then also the impact factor comparative rate, and then also the cost of publication. This is just for journals which are of open course. There are some which are usually subscription costs, where you do not necessarily need to pay a cost for publication. So if you love this, thank you for watching. See you guys again.